Belonging can relate to feeling accepted or even estranged. This idea can be displayed through the text Romulus, my father.
This text presents ideas of displacement, friendship, father-son relationship, and madness. These themes relate to belonging and can be explored through literary techniques.
Through literary techniques, we'll specifically explore chapters 7 and 8 of the text.
First, we have simile.
A simile can be classified as comparing two things using like or as.
This is shown through his line from Romulus, my father, as the author states that Romulus is like his word.
Next is metaphor.
A metaphor can be defined as a comparison of two things with one becoming the other. This allows the object being compared to have layered meanings.
This is shown through this line from Romulus, my father, as Raymond states that his mother is a hopeless case.
Now we have personification.
A personification can be said to be the technique of giving human-like qualities to an object or animal.
This line says that the materials consent to his touch, consenting being a human-like quality. Next is anecdote. An anecdote is a short and interesting story used to support or demonstrate a point.
This extract portrays a short story by the author that emphasizes the importance of the Australian soldiers.
The next one is irony.
Irony is a technique where the literal meaning of the sentence is contrary to the implied meaning.
This line says that women can truly become women, but the implied meaning is that women weren't acting as they are viewed.
Next, we have allusion.
Allusion refers to the reference of a famous story, person, event, or object to explain an idea.
The line from the text makes reference to a famous musician named Buddy Holly as well as the song Peggy Sue.
The next technique is oxymoron.
Oxymoron is the technique where two words of contradictory meaning are placed together.
Now we will look at how to analyze Romulus, my father through the analysis of quotes. To analyze, there are 6 steps.
The first step is to introduce the quote. This means to state the context of the quote. The second step is to embed the quote. This essentially means to state who is saying it and how they are saying it. The third step is to include the quote. This is the most basic step as it just includes writing down the quote itself. The fourth step is to write down what the quote means. This basically says to pull out the key message and meaning from the quote. The fifth step to analyzing a quote is to say how we know the meaning of the quote. This relates to pointing out keywords and themes and talking about them. The sixth and final step is to summarize what is learned from the quote. This can pertain to what the quote teaches the reader.
So after explaining literary techniques and analyzing quotes, it is obvious that composers use these methods and features to explore a sense of belonging, because they add large emphasis on a specific line. The composers can use these techniques and methods of analysis to explore belonging as they add more meaning to phrases or sentences, growing an understanding of the concept.